How's it going, everybody? AWESTA here, and just gonna do another video about Islam. At the end of this video, if you liked the video, if you found it informative, if you'd like to hear more of what I have to say, do me a favor and subscribe. Give it a comment and give it a like, or give it a dislike. Whatever. But I am trying to get this message out. I'm trying to reach out to people and just get some words out. So. This video is really a message to Muslims. It's more of a plea. So, whenever there's a terror attack, like we unfortunately just had, critics of Islam will cite various quotes in the Quran or hadiths, things like that says, "Hey, slay the infidel," and all that stuff. And the Muslim reaction is to say that no, it doesn't actually call for violence. It doesn't condone terrorism. It's actually just taken out of context. You have to read, whatever, all that stuff. You guys are familiar with that because many of you say that. So we're gonna just assume that that's true. The point of this video is not to argue whether the Muslims are taken out of context. We're not here to argue. I'm not going to try to argue about whether it actually does call for terrorism and ISIS is misinterpreting it, or if it doesn't call for terrorism and or if it does call for terrorism and whatever. You know what the fuck I mean. So, if the critics of Islam are taking these verses out of context, then obviously you are also saying that ISIS and the terrorists are taking these out of context and using them as an excuse to inflict terror on people. So that's a safe assumption. So you could also, with that, you could say that if this book is like this, if it's got these verses that are easily taken out of context, there is something within Islam that can draw people to be terrorists or can lead people down that path. So that's not an admission that Islam is bad. Okay, you can concede that Islam can be taken out of context, without admitting or without conceding that your religion and your beliefs and your ideas, and the ideas of all the Muslims that are bad and condone terrorism. It's just saying that your religion has an ability to be taken out of context and misread and misinterpreted. Okay, so why am I saying that? Why am I mentioning that?